Hey everybody, it's Coin Snobz. I'm Keith.
I'm Jason.
And today we're going to switch it up a little bit. We're going to grab a different gear and do some nickels.
Nickels,
So,
huh? Okay.
let's see what we got here.
Alright. I haven't seen a box of nickels in like, what, a year?
It's been a minute.
Yeah. Let's see if these are owned or if they're circulated.
Circulated.
Circulated? Weird. The bottom row is where all the buffalo nickels are.
Yep.
I'm sure of it. Alright. I'll be back. Alright, and here is that wrap up with the usual overview. Let's see what we found. First off, we got some Canadians, right, meow, 1988, and a 1986, always nice to find those. And then something a little bit different. Some stuff from Mexico. Let's see, we got a 2008 there, it looks like, 8 or 6, kind of hard to tell. Why not take a look at one under the microscope? Definitely in poor condition. I do like the dual metal though. Very cool. Struck in Mexico City. There's the mint mark right meow. And 2003. I don't know, it's kind of interesting. We don't find a lot of these, which is kind of strange because we're closest to the Mexican border. But once in a while, it seems like if we find one, we usually find a couple, and just like usual, we found 2 this time, so. And what is that one? 2004. So that's pretty cool. So we got something from the north and something from the south. Pretty awesome. And then, of course, as usual, we keep anything 1959 and before. Got a 1940 here, and I think this is an S. It is. No, wait, D. Never mind. D? Okay, that one's a Denver. And we're going to do a little bit of numismatic detective work with this one. As you can see, the obverse, a little bit of an older die state. Denver mint mark, as I eventually figured out. But I wanted to show this one to you guys because although it was an older die state, especially and most obviously for the obverse, take a look at the steps. At one point, sadly, probably quite a while ago, this coin was, or at least appears to have been, full steps. This is one of those times, man, when I wish I had a time machine. Because this had to be an absolutely amazingly well struck coin in 1940. And 1940. 1952. 51. 58, of course, pretty common. This one's in decent shape, though. I mean, it's not great, but better than you would expect to find from a coin from 1958. 1940. I know at least 1 or 2 of these 1940s are an S. Of course, I find the plain. That means this one's got to be an S, yeah? Yeah, finally I got it right. Anyways, moving on. 1946 in terrible condition. 1946 in better condition. 59. 1940. This one also... Nope, plain. 1957. Fairly good condition. Denver. Yeah, it's got some damage there. Never mind, it just looks good. Until you find that. 1957 again. 1940. Yeah, there's another S right there. Yep, San Francisco strike. 1959. 1954. 1959. Denver, decent condition. 1959. 58. 40. Another S. Yes, it is. Yes. 56. 49 plain. And then 1, but it's nice to have 1. 1945. War nickel. 35% silver. And it's got that great big P for Philadelphia on the back of it. And again, of course, these were struck second part of 1942 through 1945 for the war efforts. Nickel was used for something during the war. I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up. But, of course, a lot of those metals were used, being brass, all of that stuff was being used for the war efforts. And this is one of the results. 35% silver nickel. Looks like she was a little bit of an older dice date. And right here in front of Jefferson's brow is a little bit of lamination, which is actually pretty common on war nickels. We probably have a couple dozen of them that have a fair amount of lamination. I think it was just from the alloy. I did, however, look up what nickel was used for. So it says here, nickel-hardened armor plate for tanks, nickel alloys for anti-aircraft guns and ordnance, and even lightweight and tough portable bridges used in the invasion of Germany all required this essential metal, talking about nickel. So that's why it was an alloy, which was silver, manganese, and I believe copper was the rest of the alloy mix for war nickels, but always cool to find. I mean, anything with silver content is going to be awesome to find, especially with how much silver is worth right now, but to find it in nickel is pretty neat. We find more silver in nickels nowadays than $half for some reason, but that's alright. Whatever. Giant P for Philadelphia above Monticello, telling you that it is a war nickel. But yeah, overall, pretty awesome. We'll take it. Anyways, that is the interesting stuff, or at least the stuff that would be worthy of putting under the scope. Most of it was pretty straightforward, 1959 and back. But yeah, if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. Best way, hands down, to support the channel. If you want to get notifications every time we upload a video, go ahead and click the bell. If you liked the video, go ahead and slap a like on it, of course. That always helps with the YouTubes throwing our videos out there. But until next time, guys, love you all, God bless, and we will see you soon.